Today I want to discuss something that I believe you will either relate with or will get you pumped up about what is coming soon. Perhaps you don't know about it, but my story could spark an inner flame inside of you. But first, everything in this video is my opinion. I don't expect you to agree with me 100%. These are my opinions. Here we go. World of Warcraft has enough content to keep you busy for years, and an enjoyable, beautiful engine with very convenient features. Awesome. Final Fantasy XIV has a story that rivals most one-player RPG experiences, and it is updated with new content on the regular and boasts phenomenal graphics with little to zero lag. Awesome. Terra is on consoles now. It features action combat. Great. Elder Scrolls Online brought back round versus round, player versus player, castle sieging, etc. And it brings the sweetness of an Elder Scrolls games to the MMO space. Awesome. That's all fantastic, and I hope you've all found an MMO you love. But if you've been playing MMOs since the very beginning like I have, something is always missing from those classic old experiences we used to have in Ultima Online, EverQuest, or even Dark Age of Camelot. To me and many others, that aspect is the social aspect. Everything is so quick, easy, instant, and soloable that we have no reason to sit around and get to know each other. You'll pass by hundreds of people a day in your MMO choice and have zero interaction with any of them. You don't need to. Even during the multiplayer sections of your MMO, you are just queuing up for a run with the classes you need to complete the dungeon or whatever, and then running through the content with maybe a hello at the beginning and a good group or a thanks all at the end. Then at endgame, you connect with your raid group and finally socialize, because you have to, because now, finally, there's a reason to communicate with those you're playing with. Because why? Because, well, now the content just got hard. Are we just socially deprived people in 2018? No, we're not. We've even brought socializing with us on the go with Facebook, Twitter, etc., etc. We love to socialize, but we need a reason to do it. Welcome to the new age then, friends, because there are games coming that are going to bring back that need to socialize in MMOs. How do they do that? Well, you might have guessed by now, because the content is hard. You can't just run in like Rambo and mindlessly slaughter everything in your path. Zones will not be catered to your current level. You will not be upscaled on your stats so you can play whatever area you want whenever you want. You want to go down and explore that mystical looking cavern with spider webs flapping at the entrance? Yeah, me too. But find some other adventurers in the world with you. Talk to them. Convince them to come with you. You're going to need their healing abilities. You're going to need their tanking abilities, their thieving abilities, their power-up buffs, their crazy good damage, whatever. You're going to need other people to help you get down in that dark, damp, scary place and find some treasure. Is your mouth salivating yet at the thought of getting down in this hypothetical cave and seeing what twisted monsters, zombies, and creatures inhabit it to thrash through and get that loot? Yeah, me too. Introducing Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. This is my go-to savior of the MMORPG genre. Hard content. Content designed with grouping in mind. Cool, nerdy, Dungeons & Dragons inspired art made by the minds behind those old classics such as EverQuest. I can't wait to roll my paladin tank and level up with my wife and her cleric healer and make friends and alliances with other healers, tanks, damage dealers, and yes, bringing back support classes. Build guilds together, explore together, get epic loot together, post videos and guides on YouTube about it, and be challenged every time we creep down into that dungeon, which isn't instanced, by the way. And as we're in just a little too deep into that dungeon, we've gotten a little too bold, and now that one pull that our group could probably just barely survive, instead of just one, two come. Then someone backs up a little too far, and another ad comes into the battle. Now we're fighting 3 times the amount of challenge we anticipated. Health bars are dropping, cooldowns are being used, everyone is yelling orders at each other. Heal me, heal me. The healer's running out of mana. She's barely keeping up, but once her mana is gone, we are toast. And we only have half of the first enemy's health down. We're not gonna make it. Run, healer, run back to safety. The tank will hold these mobs here with the last of his abilities so that everyone else can escape and live. Do not forget this sacrifice the tank has made this day, in these dark, ruinous halls of some dungeon in the middle of this frightful place. Creep your way back in here and resurrect me. That is better than everyone dying here. But then, just as the healer's about to make a break for it, another group of adventurers sweeps their way through the dungeon, noticing the predicament. They begin pulling the mobs off of the group. They're destroying them. Their healer begins to refresh everyone's HP bar. Their support class is playing a mana regen song. Our healer's MP is returning. We're back, and the enemies are now down in a bloody heap at our feet. Thank you, we're all saying to this mysterious group of adventurers on their way back up from some deep, dark place much further into the dungeon than we will ever make it this day. They bow to us, exchange a few words, and then they are off. Back up to the entrance, off to sell their loot, take a rest, or possibly even on their way to some other challenge in the world. One thing is for certain, we will not forget this day, or those people, and perhaps someday, sometime in the future, we will repay them, and other groups like us, that are in over their head and need a little boost to survive this brutal world we share. This is Pantheon. This is MMORPGs. This is what I have missed. This is what online gaming is all about. And if this ever has happened to you in those old school MMOs, you know that you missed it too. Thank you. Subscribe, comment, share.